So, Congressman, you and Congressman Goldman just wrote a letter to the Department of Justice imploring federal law enforcement agents, including ICE, to identify themselves. Can you tell us about your letter, and have you heard back?
Yeah, so we just sent the letter, so we're waiting for a response. But basically what we've seen in our communities is that people are really concerned about the general nature in which this administration's enforcing our immigration laws. There's violence and chaos in our streets, but there's also the fact that ICE DHS officers aren't identifying themselves when they're in our communities. That's led to an immense concern about who these people are. Are people cosplaying, right? DHS ICE officers. It's the law that they have to identify themselves when they're making arrests. We're calling on DHS, DOJ to enforce the law so there's at least some certainty in our communities that if they're engaging with an ICE, DHS officer, they are who they say they are.
And what would be your advice to your constituents then if they are in a situation where they are being confronted by law enforcement and they aren't convinced that it is actually law enforcement because they aren't identifying themselves?
First of all, know your rights, right? So if you go to our website, I'm sure any Democratic member on their website, they'll have know your rights for anyone that has an encounter with DHS ICE, Menendez.house.gov. Encourage you to go there. 2, do what you're doing now and film everything, right? Make sure that you are there for your neighbors and your neighbors are there for you, because this administration's unchecked. And so here we need to ensure that they are abiding and enforcing the law, and that we are making sure that they are doing what they need to do. We'll continue to do that, but we each need to take care of each other.
Got it. Thank you so much, Congressman.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.